Hey everybody. I guess I decided to create a channel on here, more like a blog, about what it's like to live with my mental illnesses. And I thought maybe through my videos and my reactions and my story that maybe I could help some people out there so they feel that they're not alone in feeling like this. Um, Basically, borderline or BPD, borderline personality disorder, is a disorder in which you really don't have much control over your emotions. You split, which is you love somebody and then you hate them. You make up things or disassociate and go into realities that aren't realities. You don't know what you're saying, you forget it, your memory is bad. I've had so much trauma in my life and so much agony through pain that was caused by my family members. And, that's why I have the illnesses that I have. But I still struggle every day with them. And I just thought I'd share, and maybe, you guys can comment below what you think of the video or what you think of the mental illnesses, because I have borderline personality disorder, I have PTSD, I have depression, and I have anxiety, and I also have problems sleeping at night. So let me just tell you all, people who are traumatized, some people don't have anything that happened to them, and some people it ruins them for the rest of their lives. And you learn behaviors that you learn from your parents, and that's what makes all this stuff happen. That's what makes your personality, your brain doesn't function the same way. And unfortunately for me, I don't know about anybody else, but when I was a really, really little kid, my biological mother was giving me like Ritalin and medications that you don't give 1, 2 year olds, because she didn't want us running around and being normal hyper children. And I feel like that actually stunted my brain development and my brain growth. I have an above average IQ, which most people, I don't know what most people's IQ is these days. Um, but that doesn't mean anything when it comes to mental illnesses. I suffer every day. I can barely leave my house. Like, I don't like crowds of bunches of people. It's really hard for me when people tell me to suck it up. That's one of the most horrible things you can possibly do, is like invalidate someone, tell them that their feelings don't mean anything. And, those are just the type of people that you need to get away from. People that are using you, people that are treating you like crap. And I find that that's probably one of the hardest things out of my life that I've had to try to do, is get rid of people that don't mean anything, or they're not giving anything positive to my life. And I've also learned that thinking negative thoughts all the time is not going to help you. It's going to hinder your progress. So I guess for my first video, my first lesson would be to steer yourself away from anything that you think is negative. And if you find your mind going to a negative place, a trick I use sometimes is I think of the illness as a person. And when that person is saying the things that the mental illness, which is the person's the mental illness. So I picture myself kicking that person, aka mental illness, up to the moon so it's out of my mind, and then I try to focus on something that's positive. So if I can teach one trick on this first video, that would be my one trick. Sound off in the comments below. Sound off about what you want to hear from me. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me any questions. I have a Instagram. It is SINCHIERCA. And that's on Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, that would be really cool too. So I'm gonna sign off for the night because it's late and I've just spent hours crying. So obviously I still have a long way to go before I get this, but I figure maybe we can go through it together. Anyways, hopefully this wasn't boring. I hope that maybe someone gets something out of it and just to realize that you're not alone. And honestly, I would love to have people that I could communicate with and get to know, and perhaps maybe through this find some people that I could get to know and be friends with. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna sign off for the night. Thank you guys so much. My name's Brandy Miller, and I will be glad maybe we can make this a nightly blog. So signing off. I hope your night is good or your day is good. Thank you for listening.